There we go. I was like, where's that button? It feels like it's been forever since I had to press it. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Guess what? Not only is everyone here today. Hi, everyone.
What? Is
Yeah.
that Tesh? I don't remember what he looks like.
Hold on, but it's more important than that. Because everyone's in the correct spot. Oh, amazing.
You could say
It's like
Scott
US
is-
Scott
Scott's
attending those Trump rallies.
oh my god.
Shh.
Scott is a
It's not happening.
professional streamer.
Shorthand here.
It's not happening.
I don't understand. Is that just scroll and potion? Is what that is? S&P?
What was
There
that?
we go.
There
There we
you
go.
go.
Professional streamer. Everyone's saying it.
Everyone. That's right. Everyone's saying it.
Everyone that matters.
Everyone.
Me, Cardin, I'm funny.
Listen, the people that matter get the everyone reference. That's all.
Pipes of sounding. Okay.
And Steve.
Oh, oof. Oof. Ouch. All right, so where did we leave off? Since Tesh now knows everything that happened in the last two sessions. Tesh, where did we leave off?
This is cruel.
I'm kidding, Neil. Go ahead.
No. Where we left off was you rolled a 1 for me and put my character in the line where I have to summon a fucking monster on top of us or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I do know that's where we left off.
I consistently rolled Arvine, all session, fell off my horse, got shot, couldn't stand up. One had to come in and try and save my ass, and he was like, Baron will be fine on the front lines on his own with those scrolls, and summoned Nature's Goddess, who summoned a huge axe beak on the wall that started to rampage his way through these tired, exhausted men that I will point out are fatigue/exhausted. Scott, just a reminder, because you need a reminder every single time. And then he was attempting to summon a demon, a monster,
Let's just say a monster.
an ape. It was an ape, wasn't it? He was, yeah. Aiming to summon a big ape, which apparently is a monster.
Well, yeah,
I
well,
find that offensive.
a gorilla. Excuse me, a gorilla.
It's not a monster.
A gorilla in real life would fuck the four of us up. If you gave us all swords, like the four of us right now, one room with a gorilla with swords, we would all die, and the gorilla would be eating our assholes. Okay, like, oh, what is this?
But if you put us in a room across from a gorilla and we all huddled in a corner, it might not kill us. Saying. It's not like it just has this otherworldly bloodlust, like I must slaughter
Yeah,
those
it's not an
pale
abomin-
gorillas.
It's
Well-
an animal.
Well, this one does. It's a summoned gorilla, so that means it has smite good or smite evil.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. So, what am I rolling, and how's it going to kill me?
A D4 would be wonderful. I would love it if you rolled a D4.
He's
Cool.
gonna roll that fat one.
That would be better.
It starts 1 square away from you. Oh, and it has a reach of 10 foot.
Four.
Go! It's a
That's
4.
4 squares away from me.
Okay, well.
What's that mean? Is that good or bad?
Well,
It means something, that's for sure.
it certainly means something.
Go
You
on,
pull
you're
out this.
quiet.
Oh,
I don't know
Turn
why
your
I.
sayings proper. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
professional streamer.
oh, there we go. Sorry.
I
Fixed
don't
now.
know why I was like hiding what I saw because I don't know what that means. Like, as if like seeing the result would scare me.
So I'm seeing what's happening. So the intention was for you to summon to ride horses to close. So my apologies. Let's take it back half a step. You guys had tried to assault the place. Things went sour. Ran away. Recouped for a couple days. Then traveled all the way back. Get ready to assault the place again. On the way back, you found one of the people that you were supposed to work with. Kind of, they screwed you over. Things went sour. Whatever. You're working together. He's all messed up. He's playing Archer. in your attempts to try to lure them out to fight them some more, they kind of noticed you and chose to actually you lured them out to fight you some more, and you were able to turn that in your favor. So yeah, that combat actually went extremely well, only because of Jake. Good job, Jake. So the fight went extremely well, and you guys actually more or less didn't get that injured, and decided, let's press the fight. Now's our time, because they're distracted. There's so few of numbers. Let's run up to the walls, summon creatures in the walls to more or less finish them off. Then we only have to deal with the Big Daddy all by himself. So you guys had done exactly that, rid into the walls. There was a bit of a mistake, as Neil can't roll. He kneeled the whole session. That's when you get 3 rolls of under 10 in a row. It's kneeling. So just take a knee. Just take a knee. You lost. So you guys
comment on like the insatiable amount of 20s I rolled previously, though.
Listen,
this is just my divine punishment.
That's fake news. Okay, that's fake news. You can't prove that. So you guys are trying to ride up to the wall on your horses. Neil fell off his. Tesh knocking Tesh off as well. And Tesh, you're able to continue running to the wall, drinking a potion of protection from arrows to get all the way to the wall and summon one creature into it. Good job, buddy. Jake ran back, grabbed up Neil, and rode all the way to the tree line to stay safe. You're by yourself up there with a big distance between you and tree cover and being safe, adjacent to a wall, having just successfully summoned an axe swing against all the creatures inside the keep. You then pulled out your second scroll, a scroll of Summon Monster 3, DC 23, to successfully cast a scroll. You rolled a natty 1, which is a 9.
No, you rolled a natty 1. Continue.
No, my apologies. Valoran rolled a natty 1, which is a total of a 9. We then rolled a d4. So, standing adjacent to that wall, you pull up the scroll, you literally start reading the scroll, read the scroll, and you're almost all the way through. You can literally see the scroll itself is starting to glow. You can see the letters starting to grow. You can actually see like the lines starting to form in the air. You can see the waves of magic starting to happen. You immediately start directing that magic as best you can over and up onto the wall itself. You don't want it out here with you. You want it in there with them for you to command and go attack them. Excuse me. Oh, my apologies.
But you fail. It's out here with you.
And then you literally right up on that wall, you start to see the lines of magic come together. You start to see the celestial ape that you're summoning start to appear on the wall. And the ape is literally standing right there, coming into its what's it called? Coming into its corporeal form. As it's coming into its corporeal form, all of a sudden you see something thrust through the ape's back and out of its chest.
Yeah. I saw that one come in. Incoming evil creature.
And then the ape just discorporeates and doesn't exist anymore. And what steps into its place instead is a large-sized creature like nothing you've ever seen before. It finishes summoning into the area. Could you do me a favor? Immediately make me a will save.
Oh, fuck. It's in that area, though. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Well, you rolled well. It's a 9 again. So great. So with your failed save, you are immediately frightened. That means on your turn, you got to run. What you see?
In frightened in this one is I have to run, is it?
Frightened is when you have to run.
Okay.
Yep. Oh no, sorry. Frightened is when you can't approach.
Okay.
Panic is when you have to run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big horny monster.
So
cool.
what you see?
I'm gonna run.
What you see is a creature that stands about 8.5 feet tall. It is pale, almost off-white, almost bone in color. It's actually extremely slender. Every part of it almost looks skeletal. If it wasn't for the fact that there are clearly like joints and whatnot that can covering over what is clearly exposed bone with seemingly more bone or chitin or the like. The creature has this cool kind of bluish colored eyes that survey the battlefield for a moment. Its eyes resting on you for just a couple of moments, just long enough to send your heart racing, to feel yourself, the fear building up as you see this thing you do not want to approach. As the creature spends a couple of moments staring at you and surveying, seeing exactly what's around it, it then gets you want to say it's almost a smile, but literally among all of its large teeth, it just has a bony face around it. So it's not like the thing can twist or contort the way that skin and muscle does, but yet it seems to smile, and it's frightening. As it starts to smile, you see it start to fade as you notice it is very quickly becoming invisible.
Oh. Oh no. I'm running. It's okay. What we just
I love that reaction. Oh no, I'm running.
Yeah, I did my job. I summoned the thing. Now I'm leaving.
Okay. Can we get a little bit of RP of exactly the noise that Valorant makes? I wasn't sure if it was gonna be sounds or screams. Anyways, so yeah, you immediately turn and start running as quickly as you can to get away from this thing. That you could actually, because we're playing Pathfinder, you can actually roll me a religion or an Arcana check. Knowledge, of course.
Knowledge Arcana. Oh, come on.
You have no idea what it is. You just know that it's scary as poopies.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Another important thing to note is that when you summon a creature, you know you have control over it. You can give it commands. You feel this like tingling in the back of your mind. Yeah, no control.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm out. It can clear up the castle for us, and then we'll come back another time.
Good day, sir. Good day. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good day.
goodbye.
Go along your business.
This is your castle now.
I was going to say just one more minor detail as you're running, because obviously that's what you're doing. Could you roll me a spellcraft check?
Oh, no. Oh. 22. 20.
You reform that bond. You feel that twiddling at the back of your head.
You know what that is? That's you saying, Jake, we've done it. We've defeated Neil.
That was the plan.
All it took was what is it? Centuries of rage from just sending a whole bunch of delinquents to a small little island somewhere for them to get their revenge on the motherland. All right. So, anyways, you can tell, and I'm sure you as PCs have already realized this. When you summon a creature, it has a very, very limited time frame for how long it can stay in this plane before it disappears. You don't think that you summoned it the correct way. You think that you
I just
called
let it in.
Yeah.
Permanent.
And since it's here, it has full autonomy, including the ability to summon other demons or devils.
We just created a fucking army. This keep is just now the demon keep, and we leave.
Great. Well, we're going full fantasy, boys. Welcome to the Demon Keep.
Well, if it's demons, run.
The Northern Demon Keep. Devil, devil.
But if it's devils, you can actually make a deal with it.
Oh, yeah, we can trade Tesh's soul.
Well,
No.
okay.
It's his
Moving
soul,
on.
right?
No, this is good. Look, it'll clear out the castle. It'll have to deal with whatever the curse is, and whatever that thing with the black blade is.
Listen, I'm just saying, one of you guys rolls up there and be like, now my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'm going to take you a bit. You're going to regret, because I'm the best as ever been, right? You guys know that song? No. Devil went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal. He was in a buying. He was way behind looking to make a deal.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, come on. It's a classic.
Tribute better.
So I think the best version I ever heard was done by Les Claypool. Absolutely
It's
amazing.
really humid here. We need a storm.
Yeah. All right. So
Scott, I don't think you understood that. I'm moist.
Okay.
Too much shoulder.
You had the emote ready. Like you did the emote as you said it.
Moving on. So you run. What you hear behind you is like, ah! and other terrible things taking place over in that spot.
Well, if I get back to the others, well, the issue of the people occupying the keep is solved, but we have a new problem now.
What?
The summoning went wrong, and I let something else through, a lot more powerful, and well, it's killing them.
Great. Good job.
It's not
Valid.
under my control, and it will kill us if we're not careful.
Ah.
It's also invisible.
Should have
Just throw
expected
that out
this. Really? I guess
Well-
we should head back up to the vantage point and see what happens.
This is probably a good idea. Oh.
And I imagine that you there, one, are just a little regretting that you let him get all the way to the wall.
I mean, I hope it fights that thing. We'll see who
That's
wins.
It's gonna eventually have to face that thing. So yeah, there's that.
Yes,
I mean, let's got dogs this and be like, oh, they're friends.
Oh no.
Steve has a theory about that in the in chat. So you guys make your way back to the vantage point. Before I have you scout out the vantage point, I want you to do me a favor, and I'm gonna have Tesh do this because he's the one that summoned it. Tesh, can you roll me a D100? But before you do so, tell me what's good, high or low.
Oh, okay. Because the way I roll, I'm gonna say low is better.
Okay, you can roll, sir.
Whatever you roll is how many minions it summons.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. God. The dice no. The dice no.
As you guys get to the vantage point and you start climbing up the tree and whatnot, try to check out the area, you do have what's his name is over there. Dwayne is over there to greet you, and he's like, "What happened while you were over while you were over by the wall?"
A summoning spell may have gone awry, and something else may have come through.
Was it something that can control weather?
I don't know. It's something.
Rome's gonna look.
Yeah, look down at the thing.
The clouds over the keep are darkening.
Oh, it may have been a lot worse than I thought.
The clouds over the keep, just immediately over the keep. The rest of the skies are partly cloudy. It's nice out, so on and so forth. But over the keep, they're like a swirling darkness. Like you can feel like a darkness happening there. And again, anybody, you can roll me a religion or a spellcraft check. Are the two options for this one.
I will do spellcraft. I like the idea that I'm just going through the books very angrily, like. This is why. Oh my god! I'm going through the books just like this is why people need to actually write about this stuff and have it not be taboo,
Excuse me.
so we can actually know what to do.
I'm just gonna go and do something about this luck. Come here. Oh my god.
Give it all to me.
This is amazing. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
That cat.
It's all right, Neil. You get used to it.
Welcome to hell.
Jake is like, welcome, brother. Oh, god damn.
Okay. Whew. So,
It's fine. That doesn't matter because in Kingmaker, in Pathfinder, your modifiers get so incredibly huge. It'll be fine.
yeah,
It'll be fine.
unless you make attack rolls and saving throws. All right. So, anyways, the sorry. You guys looking over there, you can clearly tell that the darkening of the skies, everything. There is a temporary wavering between this world and another one. though you're not entirely sure exactly what was summoned originally or what it's pulling in, where it's pulling from, etc., etc. Tesh,
Right, summoning 91 minion.
Tesh, you with lots of research that you had done beforehand, less so in magics, but more in interesting things, you're actually able to discern that not only is it successfully summoning some other dark creature, you can actually imagine that the ritual that must take place to have this kind of effect, it's summoning a creature of equal power to itself into this world. Not minions, but instead brethren.
Okay. Problem. It's summoning something else like it of a similar strength, not minions. It's summoning something to work with it.
So the next keep then?
Well,
He's actually like at a loss for words. Like he's trying to like say, he's like, this is real bad.
could we simply not take the sword and leave? We know that the curse is in the sword, and we can break it at any point then. This man, demon, devil, creature, monster, is busy summoning things.
Would I? So, knowing now that I'm assuming that the one of the men has a sword that is the curse, or is it the black sword that the creature has?
My apologies. I don't remember what part you were here for before or not, but the creature. So more or less, there was a talk of a sword that existed that was in there. So more or less, a creature had come out with this like big sword or whatever. Hold on. I remember what happened after the fact. How did you guys originally hear about the sword? It says you were approaching the keep.
Yep. We got attacked by the.
We seen the black sword.
No, I know,
when
but you found out about
wielding
it. You found out about it prior to that. And I can't remember exactly what the instance was. But you guys did get attacked by the creature that not only was holding a sword, but also
Baron had a dream.
Valen had a dream.
Oh,
that's what it was. Okay, and then the thing with the sword had come out. Thanks, Steve. The thing with the sword had actually come out and attacked you guys, and you were so close to defeating it. However, two of you were at 0 health points, and it was literally just the brilliance of Tesh to pull out the teleporting device and run over and hold it between the two
He was
of
like,
you guys.
wait a minute, magic exists. Threw down his quarterstaff. Oh wait, no, it's a magical staff. And then,
And you guys used your one-time teleportation device to pull you back to the second keep to get you safe again. So that's what happened last time when you encountered it before. You know that creature has it.
I mean, well, we would need to find that creature, and I don't know if it will work with or against this creature.
you're presuming that creature is still alive.
Well, it seems to be summoning something, so I'd say it
Nope.
is.
The one with the sword, I think he means. This is a good point. There was a lot of screaming. And judging by the fact that it's already casting whatever this ritual is, I think it has already done away with a lot of what was in that castle, so you may be right.
I'm just suggesting if we grab the sword now, we don't have to come back for a good long time. If we don't, then we may well have to come back once these creatures have consolidated their power and their hold.
I think taking the sword... would I know if taking the sword is viable or not? Would I have any inkling?
As to whether or not taking the sword is viable?
Yeah, as if we leave the area with the sword, will
We know already that we could take it.
Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Sword,
Okay.
the curse is contained within the sword.
Correct.
And we could take it and break the curse. However, within 30 days, we would have to break it again, and the sword would maintain, like, it would become cursed again. It's not like
Okay.
it's not like you have to travel back for the curse.
Yeah.
To take
So the short version, just to kind of reiterate, the sword itself is powerful and tries to break the mind and body of those that wield it. However, somebody of the appropriate strength of mind would be able to kind of hold it back. However, if the sword itself is the curse and is actually movable, which is what he's saying, you can actually bring it with you. However, it's when you go to truly dominate the sword, as not resist the sword, but when you choose to dominate the sword, breaking the curse. That would be like the simultaneous thing that we were discussing beforehand.
Yeah.
And the replan, which you may have been told about, was because I was having breakfast while they were explaining things to Tesh, was the person with the sword could, in theory, go with the person that's going to the undead keep, and the other one can handle that. You know what I mean? So you guys could team up.
So you could have one person smashing down the little tree sapling and 2 people dealing with the undead.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Okay, then yes, I believe it probably is a good idea to try and get that sword. We would have to move quickly while it is currently distracted with, hopefully, the other occupants, or at least with this ritual.
Isn't Raymond like super fucked up?
He's not in the best.
Do I have a cure thing, or did it get used? I think it got used by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think you healed Dwayne.
Yeah, I don't see any heal things. Oh well.
Let me check. Let me just see. I've got a potion of cure light wounds, so I can drink that. Right, let's drink that then. What's cure light wounds, Scott?
Cure light
1d8.
wounds 1d8 plus 1.
TY.
Ty, like the Beanie Babies.
Oh, potion of remove fear. Am I still afraid?
Baby!
It
I
lasted
just
for a
rolled
short period of
6.
time.
Okay.
Oh, did you? Good for you. That's pretty good.
Nice. I have
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Guys, remember, we have to treat him like we do Arvine. Celebrate the little successes. It just keeps him going.
That's over average.
No,
Yes, you are.
this
Neil,
creature
you're
was able
cute.
to
That's all that
instill,
matters. Sorry, Tim.
While I was afraid of it, this creature was actually able to instill a magical fear in me. So I have this potion of remove fear. I'll keep it on my belt. We may need it.
Okay, so you guys are going to start heading in that direction.
Do we have anything that can... I mean, detect magic. I'm just going to keep detect magic on permanently, pretty much. Because I want to see this thing invisible moving towards me.
Yep. So you're gonna start heading in that direction, and do you want to? What's your approach? What's your actual plan of approach? Dwayne is gonna stay back in the tree and watch, though, frightened in doing so. What's your actual approach for this thing?
I am not the expert in the sneaking matters that would go to...
Well, we have 2 choices here. Either the men who were like horribly murdered by this devil and Axebeak, Terrorbeak, whatever you want to call it.
I think the Terrorbeak's probably dead too by now.
No, the Axebeak has been murdered and raised as a Terrorbeak.
Oh, yeah.
May well have opened the gates in an attempt to run away, in which case we could attempt to slip in quickly through the front gates, or we could go the OG route, which is via the river.
There's I have spider climb, potion of jump. I assume the potion of summon monster level 3 is gone. Let's get rid of that one.
Yeah,
That was a potion.
scroll. It was a scroll.
I was
It
going to
was a
say.
scroll. But I'm sorry, I just read that was still on my sheet, and I'm assuming that's what I used. I have Scroll of Invisibility Purge. I'm going to keep in my hand.
Okay.
Just for horrible situations. I've got that ready.
Yep, handle the problem exactly. I hear you.
Yep. And I've got Detect Magic going constantly just in case. So I only have the jump and spider climb to get over the wall. I don't have anything else. Oil or levitate?
That
was added to my inventory.
Yeah. Oh, that was again. It's because it's been 2 weeks. I keep forgetting. Yeah, oil of levitate was one of the other ones that came up. Oil of levitate is a pretty good one. It's the spell levitate, but only for items as opposed to people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work. That might be a good way of getting it out. We don't have to touch it till we're out.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah,
That's actually a really good idea, Tash.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with it till later. So I thought I'll save that.
That's actually not a bad idea at all. All right, cool. So then what's the approach then? Since you went over a couple of magic items, you guys were originally thinking about slipping underneath the gate over on the water side. Though of course you'd be sopping wet unless you got naked.
Well, I did query. Did any of these boys attempt to run and get far enough to opening the gate?
It's a good question. You guys make your approach probably over to like maybe where the tree line is, and then can make your perception checks.
Wow, Josh just called me a copycat, even though I did it before him.
I'm in guidance myself.
Perception check. I'm gonna do it because, like, why not? That's a roll over 10.
19.
That's a roll over 10. You've used up your roll over 10 there.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just
Roll out
bathing
one per
myself in Tesh's luck.
Yeah. It'll come back,
I need,
Neil. Don't
I
worry.
need to let you go first so I can then just feed off the bad roll.
That's
That's what's happening.
We were actually explaining to Tesh to Jake how to roll better. I think 3 weeks ago or something like that.
No, last week you were like, just roll after. Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, I don't
It
know.
was a
Tesh
couple weeks
has
ago
been
'cause I
gone for
was
so
there.
long.
Yeah, because Tesh was
I have
there.
no
for that.
memory of this place.
Yeah, Jake had to wait until like we both rolled, or like one of us rolled badly, and then he jumps in.
Yep. Like quick, algorithm. All right. So,
Like
anyways,
snipe.
yep. All right. So you guys are going up there and trying to look, and so it's actually one, which is no surprise to anybody, that when you go up and you start looking about and trying to see if you can see whether or not the gate's open, you can actually tell Jake the gate is slightly, so it is doors, and the door is ajar, but not so much so that somebody actually was able to get out. As a matter of fact, you're pretty sure you see an arm draped outside that gets pulled back in.
That may not be the best way to go in.
Well, yes, but as I understand it, the underwater gate doesn't really lead anywhere better.
What do the creatures look like? I'm gonna ask Daelric.
I will describe. How tall is that? 8 feet.
Yeah, about 8.5 feet tall.
About 8 feet tall. Its skin almost. Well, I say skin. Its hide looked like bone, so it may be chitin. It had blue eyes. It was intelligent. It looked at me and it knew what happened. I mean, it can go invisible, so there's that. That's why I have this, and I hold up the scroll of invisibility purge.
Can I make a check to see if I know what he's describing, Scott?
You can, but the DC is gonna be pretty high. You can roll me a religion check.
I mean, why not?
It's big and it looks like bones. There is something that looks like.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Unfortunately, no. Sorry.
Either way, it's something that I would prefer to not have to deal with. Worst case,
The sky's still darkened, right?
So when you guys are making your way over there, the skies have started. The clouds over there have started to break up and to open up a bit.
So there's two things now. Worst case, if it is intelligent, we may be able to barter with it. I don't know if that's a good idea, though, but it is an option if we are going to die.
I'm not opposed to the idea.
I don't know what we could offer that would allow us to leave. Maybe it will be happy that we summoned it into the world. It knows that I summoned it, I'm pretty sure.
When you say that, I don't know if you noticed, but one kind of like side eyes Dwayne.
Dwayne waited back at the camp. He foresaw
Yeah,
this.
he's not here. He knew. He was like, "No, I ain't getting sacrificed."
Okay, then he just looks back in the direction of Dwayne.
Either way, we should try and hiding from these things is going to be hard, I imagine, especially if they can be invisible themselves. We need to get in and out quick, preferably when it's busy.
Well, creature would benefit from us taking the sword away. You see, because the creature can't have any minions without becoming a leader, at which point the curse would affect it. If we were to take the cursed item away, then it could continue to rule this keep as a leader. Without that, however, it would suffer the effects of the curse like everyone else.
Interesting. I had not considered that. That was a good point. It may even be able to sense the curse, if it is as powerful as it looked like it was. So it may know that we're not.
I suspect there would be a reason it summoned a creature of equal power rather than a horde of minions. One automatically becomes a leader over those weaker than oneself in this sort of circumstance.
One agrees with that statement.
Well, I mean, at least we have our argument points drawn for the worst case.
So we should just sneak in and just...
If we can find it quickly, I have this, and I'll hold the oil. It'll allow us to take it out of the castle without having to deal with touching it, and we can deal with that later.
So you guys start making your way towards. I know obviously you're sneaking in, but which method were you taking? Hoping not to get caught by having a plan for how to approach when you do.
I mean, we just saw something get pulled through the gate, so Rayron would suggest that going the water route might be the best option.
I think so.
So
Not the best swimmer, one says.
Luckily, it's less about swimming and more about waiting. It makes me uncomfortable that I had to say his name to say that word.
No, it's just amusing because I just realized that he's having so many problems with water, and then his name is wading through water. That just clicked.
It's one of those things. Do you think there's a meme about it? There has to be a meme about it.
There has to be.
And if there isn't, why? Like, is it now our responsibility?
I know, right?
Like, do we have to get like him in a house full of water, and be like just waiting, oh god. All right, let's move on because it's bad. I'm with him tonight too, so I'm just gonna have to think of a few and throw them.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, do it, please.
Right. I'll be splashing. So you you guys start making your way over to the water side, where of course one is probably grumbling to himself a little bit, but making your way over there. One of the things I do want to note is that swimming with armor on is way more difficult than swimming with armor off. More than that, coming out and being sopping wet is way less stealthy than coming out and being nude.
I'm going to keep my clothes on, but I'm going to strip off the studded leather.
Yep.
I mean,
Also, do we have that thing from Dwayne? Those little silence pebble things?
Wait. Oh, you do.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's very true.
What's this? What
We have silent pebbles.
Oh, so it can be silenced.
Yeah, we got quiet
Yes.
balls.
That's perfect. Good. Now, with me, I basically just have clothes. So is it going to be much of a benefit for me?
I mean, are you entirely silent?
Well, no. I didn't mean the balls. I meant the taking off the clothes.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I wouldn't have thought so. Scott?
Well, the question is what? Well, what about taking off the clothes in silence?
I'll take out my trench coat.
Yeah.
But like,
No, say if you're wearing more than just something simple, 'cause we've all been sopping wet and walking around, right? If you're wearing more than something just simple, I apply either like more or less the medium load penalties to your character. ACP, max dex
so
penalties.
would I
and
be
so forth.
wearing as like, would the tunic count as something simple?
That's
or?
fine. If you're just wearing trousers and a shirt, that's fine. But if you're wearing like full blown robes and stuff like that, or,
No.
I'm wearing nobility clothing.
The
those
closest I
layers.
have to that is probably my overcoat, my jacket. That's like the thing that I've got that's like finery.
Yep.
I would leave that outside.
Yeah. So any of those bigger things, heavier drag things, cloaks, anything like that. You'd also take off your boots because why would you want to ruin them? And you can't swim as well with them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you guys end up removing your armor, both you boys.
So instead of having
I don't know.
boots,
I don't know if I want to go.
Oh, it's gonna stay here.
I was thinking about just maybe getting on my horse and riding off into the sunset.
Almost done.
You just are we near the water now, or are we?
Oh yeah, I would say you're walking towards the water. If you have reservations, you can do it at any point in time.
Yeah. All right. One, you can just see he's kind of concerned, and he just is staring at the water. And he's like, I really don't like the water.
Oh.
It's not very deep. You probably just have to wade through.
I mean, I doubt the water current would be able to move you. I think you'll be fine.
Kind words, Valorant. But
What? No, muscle.
It sounds like you were calling him fat.
No, he's massive and strong. Like, oh. And then Valorant's actually going to do. He's going to do the thing where a rune appears on his skin, rips off, and then evaporates. And that is for when I have to do my stealth check.
Really not going?
I mean, I guess I will. If we die together, I guess.
I was just trying to force you. You don't have to. So I mean,
It's fine because let's think about this logically. Valorant's the one they want because he's got the link to the Martyr and summoned them.
Valorant puts the potion of spider climb on his belt.
So we're stealth rolling, yeah?
Actually, the potion. How does potion of jump work?
I'm going first.
Okay, but out of curiosity, because I would know, how does potion of jump work?
adds a plus 10, 20, or 30 to your jump check. Doesn't necessarily allow you to jump over a wall.
Okay, sorry. No, I'll keep that one. Okay, stealth check time.
Like, I think a plus 10 allows you to jump 2.5 feet higher than usual. Like guess what, Tesh? You can now dunk.
So I have to take my armor off, do I?
That's sexy.
Now that's 5. That's 5. I might luck that just so I don't get a really bad, like, under certain thing.
Scott's laughing. He's like, 13.
I'm just waiting to see because Jake is still on his trying to make up his mind.
He's on his high horse, running away.
How do I take my armor off here?
Untick it.
Untick the EQ or equip.
You might also want to drop the weight if you're leaving it.
Yeah, so you see the EQ button?
Nope.
So you're on this page, of course. You see where it says scale mail? Adjacent to that is a little checkbox that says EQ above it.
I don't think there's any point rolling luck on that. I think
it's right next to where it says AC5.
AC5. Yep. Oh, yep. Just untick it.
Yep. And then the armor for the weight for the armor is 30. Actually, you're still on a light load, so you don't have to worry about removing your 30-pound armor. Somebody here invested in the good stats, so. All right, so
I just roll. Stealth.
Correct.
It's not gonna matter much. I fucked this.
I'm going to guidance myself anyway.
It's fine. We're used to that from the past 2 sessions. Where Scott Wren has been.
Oh god!
I reclaim my rightful place.
Nope, can't have that.
Top of the bottom of the world.
Okay.
I got to take it back. No, not actually, but like we got to know when to use those silence bubbles.
Okay, so you guys start trying to stealth. So more or less.
I mean, we probably would have used them already because wading through water is extremely noisy.
Is it running water?
It's actually a stream. So the answer is yes, running water.
Oh, so it would make it would be making noise on its own already.
Yeah.
would we be making much more noise?
I would imagine no,
with a
not
4.
really.
Hell yeah.
I would imagine for most people, not really. You know what I mean? Just kind of wading through little splashes, so on and so forth. You guys are making more than little splashes. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
I mean,
Because
I'll leave it up
the
to
silence
Daelric.
is centered on us, isn't it?
it would be centered on you making a whole bubble of silence. Parcel.
Oh, so it lasts a little. How long does it last?
As per the silence spell,
Silence. Pathfinder.
okay. I'm just getting you guys set up right here, and
Oh. 1 round per level.
all right, and we're gonna do one of these.
That's really short. Oh
That
my
is.
god, that is short. That is so much shorter than 5e silence. Oh my god. Oh really? Oh, we are fucked. Just letting you guys know we are fucked.
There we are.
Welcome back to the battle map.
Yeah, that map I had prepared ages ago.
I'm telling you, I can see through some walls.
Yeah. That's actually, you can see through, not just through walls. That's actually an arrow slit.
Oh, well, I can see very well through that arrow slit.
Yeah. You're talking about, right up inside this region here.
I can also see over here.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's another arrow slit. So but the problem is you can't not cover up an arrow slit because then you can't see outside of it.
Yeah,
that makes even less sense. You know what I mean? So we're gonna bring you around this way,
Fuck.
where you can actually come over to where the actual chains are. So the actual gate is that looks into the actual keep. I keep saying the word actual. Who's going first? I imagine it's Rayrin, because he's usually the stealthy boy, as you guys are swimming your ways up. All right. So this actually brings you over to the keep itself, trying to wade and trying to be as quiet as possible. As you guys are doing that, you're going to have to be able to pull yourself underneath the gates. Now, the gate, because of the fact that this is designed to stop exactly what you're doing from happening, it does go as close to the bottom of the bed, the riverbed, as possible. So you're going to have to roll for me swim checks to get down there.
Whoa, swim checks are a thing? Oh my god, they are.
Oh my god, they are, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Swim checks are scary because it multiplies your ACP if you're wearing armor.
Wait, am I... Wait.
Oh, the cameras are... I fixed it for the other one, but not for this one.
Here we go. Let's try my swim. Oh, Baron went first. He's trying to
Yeah,
slip.
I took it.
My armor check penalty isn't applying anymore.
Oh, damn. No, he's taking it back. No, not allowed.
Here.
I re-clicked it, and it has not reapplied the penalties.
Thank you for your patronage, my child.
No, I gotta take it back.
What penalties are you trying to apply there, Jake?
The armor check penalties.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you did you leave your armor on, you said?
Yeah, because you said I didn't have to take it off.
Oh, you don't have to take it off. It just applies penalties when you do take it off. Okay.
If you don't.
If you don't take it off, I mean.
Sorry, I'm still teaching Scott English.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I speak American. All right, perfect. Look at your character sheet now. Sorry, I was fixing the overlay. Re-clicked. ACP is -4 for you. Over in your character sheet. I would just close your character sheet and reopen it and see if it applies it then.
Okay.
I know it sounds goofy, but Roll20's been having a hard time keeping up with these character sheets lately.
This is true.
Yeah, yep.
Nope, it hasn't.
Oh, that's annoying as hell. Why is it being a douche?
I do not know.
Okay, come on. One more time. Just trying to fix this here. If not, I can tell you what the penalties are. It's -4, and so swimming is -8. So your stealth check would have been only a 4, not an 8, and your swim check is whatever you're rolling, -8.
-8. If I knew it was -8, I would have probably left my armor then.
Yeah, it's double the penalty when you're using the AC. So when you're using swim checks. I don't know why it's not updating. We'll deal with that later on. Let's not slow down just because of stupid character sheet.
Well, I would have left my armor away then.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'll just roll.
Roll your swim check. Okay, there you go. Because it is going to double your ACP.
Can I guidance myself too?
Of course. Yeah. It's literally one of those, Vrogar, and then swim under.
Alright, so +1 on this.
I like that. He's like, Vroga.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh,
Look
damn.
at that. You could have just taken a 15, you know? Could have just taken a 15. So anyways, you guys actually all go to swim underneath. Now, it's one of those, the first one to swim under, once again, I assume is Ray, even though Val rolled first. I assume it's Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Ray, you swim underneath, and as you swim down, you're literally just kind of like swimming. I imagine all of your characters have the capacity to open your eyes underwater, even if IRL do not. So you go swimming down as low as you can, and you're literally just trying to like feel down to where the bottom of this thing is. And it's really low. I mean, like, it's pretty low down there. There's about a 4.5 foot gap between the bottom of the bed and the actual, because it's a pretty deep stream here, and the actual bottom of this wall for the actual, of this door for the wood, as I described it beforehand. But then beneath that is another 1.5 foot deep, almost looks like swords that exist down there. So it's definitely designed to keep people out that aren't meant to be there, right? So you're like swimming down and you're like, eee, this is really bad. All of you made a good enough swim check that you can swim down and literally just kind of like, you've done it in pools before, like hug the actual bottom and like just kind of like move along with the rocks. Your lungs are burning. You can literally feel your body trying to float, but you can get your way through to the other side and then just kick off and bring yourself to the top. And then this is where your bad stealth checks came in. Rayron, you pop your head up and you're like, and immediately afterwards you hear Valorant.
But we do have bubbles of that.
Oh, did you use it?
I suppose we didn't explicitly say. I was voting for it, but I mean,
I thought
would.
we were using
I think
it.
I
That's
would
why I
use
suggested
mine
it.
because
Alright.
Rayron thinks that splashing through water is much louder than we could possibly be on land.
Okay, cool. So then you would have probably, I would even say that you would pull, because before it was a discussion as to whether or not it would happen. I imagine maybe thinking that this is a good moment, your character break the plane, maybe even think that you breathed a little too loudly, and then you kind of pull out of your pocket the one and you crush it the way that you're supposed to do so. It's actually supposed to be smashed or whatever with an object, so you probably take the thing, put it against the wall, and smash it with the bottom of it. Oh, tooth.
But you can't hear it. He's just like,
So you grab the bottom of your sword that you use and smash it against the wall that's right there, and then all of a sudden it's silent. It's a good thing because as you turn around from having done that with a silent sword, you see his reaction from coming up, and shortly afterwards, one who's usually cool, calm, and collected doesn't have a much better one, as they're struggling for air. Silenced and inside of the gates, you guys can of course control your little minis, just continuing to pull you over to where this is. You guys are finally inside and can see the actual inside of the keep area. Now, as you described beforehand, there is a 2-masted ship that is inside here, and you're seeing this thing, and it's quite massive, especially considering the fact that this is almost the northernmost tip of the actual stream that exists running all the way through Idir. This is a rather massive ship that exists inside here. Also, from where you guys are sitting, could you just roll me perception checks?
Yep. That's what I was going to ask if I could do anyway, so that works. Oh, no. It's back.
the perception rolls have never been good for me. It's fine.
No. And there's always
My
one.
dump stat.
One crushes it in perception as always. So looking about to all of you, trying to see what you can take in. First of all, as I had said beforehand, this keep is an old keep as the others, but better preserved maybe than the others were, and certainly been worked on to keep it in good condition and actually rebuild some of its condition. So, excuse me. It's actually rather neat inside there. Neat, of course, sans the blood, the viscera, the corpses that you can see strewn about here and there. You can see there is some amount of death and decay and dismemberment that has happened inside this place. But putting
That's character, really.
But putting that aside, even though you can't hear anything, you can see the clouds at this point in time have completely dispersed. But there's no other movements, no other people that you can see out and beyond. Wait. One. You're pretty sure you saw movement on the ship.
One would go to whisper and then realize that he's silent, and he would kind of like nudge whoever's closer and just kind of point towards the ship and be like,
Now I have detect magic on still. Like I'm just keeping it going. So.
That's perfectly fine. You're detecting magics. You can check the presence of conjuration magics. Faint, but permeating. You imagine whatever ritual had happened was probably the cause of
What
that.
about in the direction he just pointed?
No conjuration magics there.
You see Valorant attempt to mime no magic to one, but I assume he has no. Like it's like probably some like elaborate symbols, and he's like,
one points at the ship and he's like, tries to mime out like a bunch of arms and be like that, like he's gonna try and imitate what that monster thing looked like. He's just gonna get his axe and be like,
"This is fantastic." We could probably go. We could maneuver ourselves to hide next to the ship, or like on the other side of the ship. Like, I'm.
Yeah,
like,
where are we?
Pointing over here.
Like
we
right,
go and
literally right here.
okay.
Yeah, and if we go hide like around here, we can probably give ourselves a little bit of a whisper and like have a bit of a time to sort of discuss what we're doing.
Did I get a look at any, like, did I get a glimpse of what it was or anything, Scott, that was on the boat?
Movement.
I guess we very carefully make our way in that direction and see whether we can find out what it is.
This is so hard not being able to communicate.
So Rayron would carefully start moving in that direction. There's no rush at this point, so he would be taking as much time as possible to make sure he's as quiet as possible.
Yeah.
I'm taking 20. Wait, what?
You don't have to worry about being quiet. You're silenced.
Yeah, but that only lasts for one round.
Silence doesn't last for one round.
It
Pathfinder
does
silence.
actually. Yeah.
Hold on.
A round per level.
Oh Jesus! He used to.
Yeah.
I remember it being a minute per level. So it lasts for a minute.
That's 5e.
Ca-
Okay,
That's fine.
These are marbles of extended silence.
No. Just created by 10th level caster. Casting time 1 round, meaning not a standard action, not a full round action, but literally from the beginning of this turn to the beginning of next turn, non-stop, and it lasts for 1 round per level. Though granted, the lowest level you can cast is 3, so usually 3 rounds is the shortest period of time. But we will do it as level as 10th level, so 10 rounds a minute.
Okay, cool. So then let's move over to the ship while we're still silenced.
Okay.
Okay.
We're underneath it. We're not on top of it there.
Correct. Okay, you can move yourselves over. There you go. Perfect. And so you guys make your way over to the ship, and you're trying to like explore. So you, make these swim checks just to see how quickly you can get to the ship. Oof.
No, now Jake's eating our luck.
Go ahead,
Why don't you
Jake.
roll a 20.
Pretty close.
We just hold on to one.
Yeah,
He just waits.
he just turns. He does. He pulls the David Hasselhoff from the SpongeBob movie.
So this is bad because one, you have your conversation and more or less decide to go over that way, right? So you start swimming that way and making easy time. You're an athletic person. You grew up in a place with pretty much no water, but that's okay. You're still a great swimmer. And so you make your way over there. However, the other two, one of them got snagged on, we'll say it's Neil, got snagged onto the actual wall. He didn't realize it, but we went over to smash the thing against it. Part of his like clothes, because he's wearing clothes, he didn't get completely naked, kind of like floated against the wall and got snagged at a little splinter that exists there. Well, relatively little splinter that exists there. So he went to go swim, and it actually pulled him under, and almost instinctively, he grabbed onto like something else in front of him, which happened to be the very bottom of Valorant's trousers. It just grabbed him, started like pulling him under too, and the two of them get like tangled up for a couple of moments in there, which would be some pretty heavy splashing. But luckily, it's completely silent. Which you realize,
means I can't call for help.
Which you realize as all of a sudden you swim away and you're swimming over there, and all of a sudden you hear splash,
And then you hear splash.
Oh shit! And you realize they're stuck up back there. Do you make it all the way to the boat? Or do you go back to help them?
Good question.
What you would do?
Well, as a general rule, you don't, pull drag like. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea to help them because they might be dragged down and killed.
Yep, that's fair.
I don't know what would he do. I mean, he would probably try and help. I guess maybe if he's. Can I see that he's like snagged on something or?
You can see that they're struggling. You can't see what the source is, and they're still over by the walls.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of start swimming back, I guess, and see if I could help at all. But yeah.
Okay, so you start trying to swim back to lend aid, and so you can aid another. That's fine. At least put you back into the silence. The two of you make me another swim check.
Hey.
There we go. Neil, you rolled double digits. That's good news.
It's true.
You didn't roll above a 10, but you rolled a 10. And so you're able to pull them free, and the three of you can start swimming your way back over to the boat. And it's one of those. It's because of the fact that now the water in here is the flow of water in here is broken because as you can see, like the river flows south, and clearly their wall is reducing the flow of the river. But it's not like the wall is a perfect wall everywhere throughout. That make no sense. There's actually little graded areas you imagine at the bottom of the wall that allows water to flow into it and through it as well. It was the current that kind of caught you guys up and everything and made it such a difficult thing, and then you got caught and bleh. So you're making your way back over to the boat. You're finally there. Unfortunately, by the time you do get to the boat, the first sphere of silence has been broken. And speaking of breaking, before we climb onto that boat or whatever we do, why don't we take our first break? Sound like a plan? Yeah? I would like everybody to do me a favor while we're on this first break. If everybody could just take a moment of silence, just like 15 seconds, something like that, and please just all in unison, just pray for Neil. He needs RNG Jesus to be satisfied. So please.
I've been abandoned. What is it? Have you ever seen me roll like this before, Scott?
Yep.
Other than last session.
You can also make donations to the church.
Go cry.
To the Church of RNG Jesus. You can do that too. So let's all just give this for Neil. Bye, Neil. Bye-bye.